What ho, this is Ruthie, and I'm here to talk to you about one of my favourite subjects, angels. Now, you know I like angels because I talk about them a lot, and I totally believe in their existence because I have good reason to believe in their existence. But if we're going to talk about angels, we need to talk about them in a truthful way. So I want to tell you something I saw in the Big W. Now, for anyone who's watching this in New Zealand, the Big W is the Australian equivalent of the Wari-Whare, the warehouse, and the American equivalent would be Walmart. Anyway, I was wandering through the Big W in the book section, which is my favourite part of any shop. And I saw these cards, and they were called angel cards. And they were just a normal deck of cards, and they had the most beautiful, beautiful paintings on them of angels. They had sky angels and earth angels, and they were really beautiful. I want you to understand these were exquisite. You know, I illustrate children's books, and I know good art when I see it, and these were just superb. However, there is a slight problem with these angel cards. Closer investigation revealed to me that these angel cards were not sort of a beautiful board game for children. These cards could actually be used to predict the future. So that's fine, right? I mean, angels are holy. Well, it's a bit more complex than that, so I'm going to tell you a story. When I was a small child, I had a particularly bad night. One night I had a lot of nightmares, and they were pretty horrific nightmares. And I woke up, and I was alone in my bedroom, and I saw a little gold fairy flying around in my bedroom. Now, I knew it was a fairy and not an angel because it held a little wand, and it was probably about the size of a man's fist. It wasn't very big, but it was as clear as the nose on your face. I could physically see this thing. Anyway, I was absolutely terrified. I was only a small child. I ran through to my parents' room. I woke up my mum and my dad. I said, there's a fairy in my bedroom. My parents, thank God, are very spiritual people. They did not poo-poo that. They said, look, hop into bed with us. You can stay with us, spend the night with us, and we will work this out in the morning. So I went to sleep. In the morning, we got a phone call, and it was my grandmother, and she said to my mother, your uncle passed away last night, around about 2 o'clock in the morning. Interestingly enough, 2 o'clock was when I saw the fairy. So why am I telling you this? Well, that uncle was a pretty godless man. He did not have a love of God in his life, but coming from our family, that by no means meant that he was devoid of a spiritual reality. In our family, even if you don't acknowledge the spiritual realm, you will be a vessel for something spiritual. It's just part of who we are. And I want to tell you that story because that fairy, which looked remarkably like an angel, was a harbinger. Harbinger is a big word. It means it sort of, the event sort of foretold a whole lot of other events that started happening to my family. Very strange happenings that we tracked back to spiritual practices that our ancestors had done that were not clean. We started to find out a lot after that fairy about what our ancestors had done in the form of using magic and telling fortunes and divining for water, and the list is long and it's not very beautiful, so I don't want to talk about it too much. I'm just going to say that we discovered a lot of unclean things that had gone on in our family line, and even though we ourselves had not done them, such is the nature of spiritual blessings or curses that they do pass down your line. So if you find out your ancestors have done something spiritually unclean, even though you yourself haven't done it, you do sort of need to repent for it and make the statement to God, you're not going to do it yourself. So I'm telling you this because a fairy looks remarkably like an angel, and those beautiful angel cards, which look so holy, are still being used for something that the Bible absolutely forbids, i.e. the telling of fortunes. Again, we are not allowed to do this. It doesn't matter how you're doing it. It's just not allowed. Only God is allowed to reveal the future to us. So I think it is important for you to know that just because something looks like a beautiful holy angel does not mean that it is trustworthy. The Bible actually says that Satan is the father of lies, and when he lies, he speaks his native language. How awful is that? That means, like, I'm fluent in English, Satan is fluent in lying. It's a bit worrying, isn't it? So how do you know the difference between an angel and something that is pretending to be an angel but it's evil? It comes with practice, and you must become familiar with the Spirit of God, because it is only when you are familiar with the authentic aspect of anything that you can pick out a fake. People working in banks, I have heard, are not allowed to handle counterfeit money. They just handle the real stuff over and over and over again. So how can you tell the difference? Well, fairies are not of God. That's just the end of the story. People believe in the fairies. They believe in them in Scotland. Look at the red hair, people. I know what I'm talking about. And these things are evil, evil, evil spirits. And that's just the truth. And thank God my parents, mainly through my mother, were very, very strong about not having any fairy tales in the house, because there is a reality to these spiritual powers. And again, we make mistakes as we go along, and I realised the other day that there are actually a lot of magic movies in my collection now, and they're just beautiful kids movies, but I realised, you know what, I'm a spiritual person, they're not for me, so I had to say, that's it, I'm not watching them anymore, sorry, can't do it. It is only when we practice listening to the voice of God and we put the Bible in our minds continuously that we begin to gain discernment. And if the angel you are encountering is unholy and it's unclean, whether it's on a pack of tarot cards or it's flying around in your room with a little wand when someone in your family is dying, it's not coming from God. And the prayer we need to pray to know, because the counterfeit can look very, very real, is create in me a clean heart, O Lord my God, and renew a right spirit within me. Because it is with the right spirit within us that we can discern whether we are encountering a right spirit or a wrong spirit when we go through life. And above all, you must pray for discernment and be loyal to God. And if you are loyal to God, God will be loyal to you, and He will show you whether something is true or a lie. Love you.